Oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews.
Merry Christmas in July.
Yeah, the moment we've been waiting for has finally arrived. We've been counting down the days, eagerly anticipating this season. We're super excited.
Super excited.
I know we don't usually get the cream of the crop in July, but regardless, I'm always ready to feel cozy and get snowed in somewhere, so bring it on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last year we had some of the best ones in July.
We had some really, really good ones.
Like Take Me Back for Christmas and Hanukkah and Rye.
Was that a Christmas in July?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
Or Hanukkah in July.
Yeah. So anyway, the first movie for Christmas in July is
Falling Like Snowflakes, starring Rebecca Dalton and Marcus Rosner, two Canadians
that we love. Yeah.
The writer here is Briar Freed. Some other credits include Love in Zion National, a national park romance,
yeah.
My Grown-Up Christmas List, and The Rooftop Christmas Tree.
The director here is Max McGuire. Some other credits include Romance with a Twist, My Christmas Guide, and Christmas by Design, also starring Rebecca Dalton. I actually really liked that one.
So, what's this one about?
A photographer braves a severe winter storm in pursuit of capturing a rare snowflake formation for an upcoming charity exhibit. Her solitary mission takes an unexpected turn when she's joined by a former high school flame and town snowplower who insists on accompanying her out of concern for her safety. As they navigate the treacherous snow-covered landscape, the pair finds themselves opening up about past struggles and unresolved feelings, gradually thawing the emotional distance between them.
Oh, isn't that crafty?
Yeah.
Did you write that?
I did. How did you like that? That was my personal take on the film's true story and overall theme.
I think that's fair.
I thought the official IMDb blurb seemed a bit, I don't know, vague and kind of missed the mark. I don't know. I did fail to mention the small detail of the rival photographer, but we'll get to that later. Yeah. Yeah, so, while some online discussions on this movie focused on the perceived flaws of this one, like the bad CGI snow effects or like the technical inaccuracies of the characters' photography skills, which, sure, kind of made us laugh a little bit. But I think a lot of people missed the heart of the story in this one, beyond like the surface level details or the technical issues. And I think the film did a good job at capturing, the reconnection of these two people. And it's against this wintry, snowy backdrop, no less.
I mean, yeah, it was still winter. It was like it didn't have to be a blizzard that you had to trudge through. There was I feel like I saw a lot more real snow than I did CGI. I think people were looking at the wrong stuff. Yeah. Like the production team actually did a pretty good job of making sure there was always a snow machine behind the camera or something, because there was I saw some lady on IMDb going on and on about the CGI effects and how she never saw like snow in anyone's hair.
I did see snow in their hair.
I mean, yeah,
I definitely saw it in Rebecca's hair. Yeah.
It's not CG snow. I mean, maybe it's not real, but...
It doesn't have to be. Okay, it most likely wasn't real snow, but it was landing in her hair and also in her little cap. I do remember that, and I remember reading people saying it didn't land anywhere, but
yeah, also this movie wasn't about a snowstorm, it was about snowflakes.
I guess. Maybe my enthusiasm for Christmas in July clouded my critical lens on this one, but I found myself, somewhat drawn in to this one. It wasn't amazing, but I liked it.
Yeah, I think it did for me too. This was by no means great, but I definitely enjoyed it. It's another case of like two hot people that just kind of worked well enough together to lock me in. But yeah, this one definitely had some heart, and we got some complicated past relationships, some dead parents and loved ones that add a little emotional depth, and a little girl who wants a new mommy for Christmas. Standard. What's not to feel all warm and hugged by? Christmas is here!
There were some meandering moments, and we definitely noticed those issues that I had mentioned previously, but it didn't bother me as much as it usually does in this one.
Yeah, if anything, I wouldn't have minded some more snowflake talk. Like, I was Googling the processes during the movie, and it's actually fairly interesting. She didn't really go into too much about it.
Well, no.
Like, what the f was that little rocket ship thing she was spinning around? Like, did she say what that was?
That was interesting. Yeah, I didn't know, I didn't fully...
I forgot to go back and look.
Yeah.
But I was looking it up. I couldn't find out what that was. There is like a process called focus stacking where you use like 30 to 40 pictures of the same snowflake and like kind of stack different sides of them. So it's pretty interesting.
I think she was using like a form of that. right?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. They just didn't explain it very well. And I feel like that Kelvin Garrett character who wanted to buy the photos in the auction was like a nice little tip to basically Mr. Snowflake, the guy who started snowflake photography.
Oh, yeah.
His name was like Wilson Bentley. He looked like him and had the same sort of Wilson Snowflake Bentley. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Just like a regal sounding name.
I didn't know anything.
Yeah,
about that guy.
I was looking up on that guy, and it was actually like the opposite of a Hallmark story. He got so into snowflake photography when he was like 14. He took his first picture, and then it like took over his life, and he never got married.
Really? To be that obsessed with snowflakes?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, commitment, I guess. Yeah, I came into this one wanting to feel cozy and wintry, and that's what I got. And that perhaps overtook everything, I guess. I didn't allow myself to get bogged down with too much of the silly details or the inconsistencies. And I thought the story was fine.
Yeah, I don't think that any of them were important enough to really.
There were some very silly and unnecessary plot lines. I mean, the rival photographer wasn't really that necessary because that storyline basically went nowhere. But, I think she added a fun, quirky element because of her performance. I thought she
was actually good. She was an annoying character. But I mean, when are the drama characters ever good?
Yeah, and she didn't last around long enough for it to impact the thing in a negative way. Anyway,
No,
I thought she was kind of like this comic relief, and as opposed to like being a really real threat, considering her less than stellar skills behind the camera. I mean, she couldn't even focus her lens.
Following them down.
Oh my god! I thought it was funny, and how she tried to sell it as her like artistic take on it. Like I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah.
I thought she served a humorous contrast to the main storyline.
Yeah.
And if you didn't like it, she wasn't there long enough.
Yeah, and it was kind of funny, her learning all the secrets from the kid who was just like oblivious.
I was like,
this is exactly how they do it.
Oh my god, I was getting a little bit like, stop telling her what she does. But
Weird pylon.
yeah. So look, while it may not be a future classic or earn a spot on my rewatch rotation list, I don't think this was as disappointing as other people thought.
Yeah, I think people have been put off a little this year with the quality of the releases, so maybe it was just already in people's heads, and they're like, and then half the people don't really like Christmas, so they're just like, whatever.
It wasn't a bad start to Christmas in July, in my opinion, but I know they'll just keep getting better and better. I know we're gonna have more Christmassy feeling ones, something that really embodies the Christmas spirit. I know we're gonna get Christmas magic, so just hang on. It's gonna get better, I think.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Why don't we sled on down to performances?
Yeah. Okay, so while I do always enjoy seeing Rebecca, I think I'm going to have to give it to Marcus Rosner on this one. I feel like he hasn't been a standout in a while, but he was very good here. Very straight ahead, just with subtle nuances. I particularly enjoyed seeing him portray a caring single dad. I thought his chemistry with Rebecca was very strong. Their interactions felt just very natural. No one trying too much, nothing over the top. He has that kind of like effortless, rugged charm that the character needed in this one, and I thought he played it very well.
Effortless is a good description because he's pretty chill, and it definitely works for him. He's coming to his own.
And some people, write that off as, he's not doing anything or he's not trying, but no, that is actually, subtlety is very hard to do. And it worked in that character, right? He was a good supporting character. So I thought he was a weatherman in this, and I thought that was a bit unnecessary, but he actually wasn't a weatherman. No, what was he?
He was an atmospheric scientist. And they said it like 6 times in the movie.
I don't know why I kind of like glazed over that. Maybe I thought that was unnecessary too. Like why? Why can't he just be like the snowplower guy? Your everyday Joe.
The whole link was something to do with his parents and how they surveyed the weather, and the weather was the vibe. He got out of that because it was too hard.
Why? Because he could tell where the storm was headed, right, and how to avoid it or something, right?
And it's a natural thing to go into plowing after that. You're just I'm gonna work on the ground. Yeah, your ground level.
Oh, all right then, fine.
I don't know. I thought Rebecca was great and quite nice to look at.
Pretty.
I feel like Marcus has maybe a clause in his contract where he only gets the 10s, because the last 3 movies he's got her, Ashley Newbrow.
Oh, like the 10s.
The really hot girl.
Very attractive
and he's
women.
definitely up there for the guys.
He's very attractive. He's very nice to look at.
But yeah, I think at this point he's almost sitting in my top 5 male leads.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's come into his own the past few years. Quite the transformation from the evergreen villain we were introduced to in 2018.
Oh my God, the business guy.
Is he flying in helicopters?
Yes, So we're looking forward to seeing him again in something.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's head on to Nit Picky, Hit Picky.
Okay, I had a nit. The poster. I'm not a fan of this poster.
Why? Because they're paper snowflakes?
Yeah, it's very obvious that they are against an artificial backdrop, and I know they probably most likely all are like that, but sometimes it doesn't look like that. But this one clearly looked like it. I don't completely dislike the paper snowflakes hanging. It's kind of like a cool take on it. But I think a real wintry feeling poster with like tons of snowflakes engulfing the whole thing, maybe surrounding them, would have looked better. Just a plain white one, yeah. You know what I mean? Anyway, and whatever. That's just my kind of like vague idea for a new poster, but I just wasn't a huge fan of this poster.
Fair.
Yeah. Knit. Okay, the camera being left behind like that, there is no way I would have left it out there. I don't think I would have even forgotten it, even if I was, had to push someone to save their life because there was like a branch gonna fall on them.
I mean, it was in a giant bag.
I don't think I would have left it like that.
No.
And I definitely would have gone back. I would have vaguely remembered where I left it.
I would say writing-wise, that was my least favorite thing because it was only a way to kind of save the snowflake reveal until they neatly gathered up everything.
It was a very easy way to create some sort of conflict or some sort of crisis. You know what I mean? Oh, we can't go back. There's a snowstorm. Even though that's your livelihood. That's the means to your livelihood. You're not going to go back. You were just out there.
This was all for that.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was it.
I didn't have any other nits.
Okay.
My other nit was the little girl spoiling everything. Bad.
Again, trying to make the story move along, right? An easy way, but I'm not surprised that they did it like that.
No.
Why don't we get to the list, the Christmas list?
Bring her on down.
This is different than our usual list, so let's get to it.
Been a minute. A Christmas party or gathering?
There was at the end, at the exhibition. I would include that as like a little Christmas gathering. Ice skating, no.
Tree decoration, picking out the tree, no. Actually, this one wasn't super Christmassy.
It wasn't, I know, and a lot of people were complaining about that. But Santa, we're gonna say yes because we did spy a little toy Santa on the fireplace mantle.
It is a checklist after all.
At the inn owner's house. Which he was
kind of like Santa.
Was he like Santa Claus?
Yeah, a little bit.
Maybe we thought he was kind of like Santa. So yes.
Yes. A hot beverage.
Yes. There was a little coffee stand outside. A snowball fight. No.
Christmas market.
Well, I said yes because the snow stand was kind of like in that market. Caroling.
Yes. A mistletoe kiss.
No. Character obsessed with Christmas.
Negatory.
No.
A holiday tradition?
No. I don't think so, was it?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a gimme as well because they were doing like the hot cocoa with marshmallows and stuff. That could have been part of the tradition. Or
were they doing that?
I don't know. They were doing something at the...
Oh, I must have missed that then. Okay.
I mean, I feel it's a gimme.
All right. If there wasn't, then I think maybe the new tradition was her making like his homemade gift out of the photographs. Maybe that could be like a new tradition, right? Christmas magic.
No.
No.
I mean, snowflakes are magical.
To a degree, yes, but
and they were looking for the 12.
And then they did end up finding it.
They could have just put 2 6s, like.
Debatable then, maybe. But no, I think it's more of a stretch.
Yeah, no,
really stretching.
I know.
I think you should pull it up. Perfect. Look at that. So, why don't you give your review first? What do you rate?
Oh, I'm going to give Falling Like Snowflakes 5 golden rings.
Okay. I am also going to give Falling Like Snowflakes 5 golden rings.
That's 10.
It wasn't awful.
No, I mean, it wasn't even bad. I'm just leaving some room.
I think I'm scoring that a little bit on the lower side because of the rewatchability, as I mentioned. I probably wouldn't rewatch this one.
Well, rewatchability and Christmas content.
Sure. And they're just going to get better from here on out. So we're excited. We're excited for Christmas in July. Wasn't a bad start.
No, let us know what you thought. Where did it rate on the Christmas meter for you?
Let us know in the comments below.
Please.
And we will be back.
For next week. I don't know what movie.
That one looks good. I think that one's Christmas Magic.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah, we got a magical one next week.
Yeah.
So we'll see you next episode. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.